All right, my beautiful friends, here we go. It is Tuesday, February 25th, 2020. Stocks do not start trading for about 14 minutes, and stock futures are higher. Dow Jones Industrial Average looks set to open about 100 points to the good. This looks weak to me, all right? I'm not saying that this market is 100% going to fall today, but gauging from these futures and a couple of other things, I don't like it. This market could fall again today. If this market bleeds off today, expect further losses moving forward. People, let's look at the yield curve again. And I did a big video about this yesterday. It is freaking collapsing. That means that a lot of cash is making its way into the debt market. You can't have a simultaneous rally in the stock market and the debt market for years. Something has to give. Now, being that we know the debt market is the biggest market of them all by exponents, which one do you think is right? This stock market is so fake and inflated. And the president yesterday, despite the over 1,000 point drop in the Dow, he did a nice little tweet where he says, I like stocks here. Now, I have learned my lesson. I will not bet against the president's assertions in this market. Maybe he knows something. Maybe he's calling out the cavalry, telling Mnuchin to go to the Wall Street banks, pump the market. He knows what the Fed is going to do. The Fed must act. Otherwise, this is it. Like I said yesterday, if the Fed doesn't dramatically cut rates and dramatically inflate the debt bubble, that's it. We are at the moment where this is going to become real. And I mean real. So maybe, like I said, the president has a little inside information into what's going on here. Maybe he's sending out a message here. I found that tweet kind of interesting. I like stocks here. Go check his Twitter feed at @RealDonaldTrump. You'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're going to need to watch and see how that plays out. But people, keep your eyes glued onto the yield curve. Follow the 30-year yield, which is at a historic low right now. The 10-year yield is dropping. The Fed is still pumping tens of billions into the repo market. Right now, again, as I am doing this video, cryptos are under a little bit of pressure. Gold and silver are under a little bit of pressure. Crude oil is falling. I mean, this is kind of an interesting setup to see, especially in the face of what the president just said. And the president made another comment yesterday that if a Democrat were to win the presidency, the market would crash. What does that tell you about this market? Is he artificially inflating it? Well, of course we know he is. Anyway, look, like I said, the distraction is pretty simple. We're getting talks about more bailouts for farmers, other industries which are coming. That's socialism. When the government redistributes wealth, and this is right out of the mouth of the president. Well, what is it called? Anyway, with that said, this guy loves you a lot. Please share the video. Keep your eyes on that yield curve. I'll talk about it all day. Please follow me on Twitter. I post a lot of stuff there all day long, almost a blow by blow with the market, so you can keep further on top of this, what we're seeing here. I'm just so curious to see if what the president said this time turns out to be true. He's saying he likes the market. Well, what? That means he believes it's going to go up. And for all we know, it might do that. Because again, he's got Wall Street in his back pocket because of Steve Mnuchin. Steve Mnuchin has the 6 banks that run the Fed buying the entire stock market. Did you see the turnaround we had yesterday at one point? It's insane. Anyway, with that said, love all of you. See you later. I'm out of here.